6 million. 6 million people die across the world every year due to tobacco and tobacco-related illnesses. Of these 6 million, 480,000 deaths are in the United States alone, with 32,300 occurring in the state of Florida. Tobacco is a leading cause of the most preventable deaths across the world. These facts are taken directly from the CDC. Hi, my name is Sebastian Suarez. I'm the president of the St. Lucie chapter Students Working Against Tobacco, and today I'm going to talk to you about why you should not smoke and why you should quit smoking. First, I'm going to orient you about the history of the modernized cigarette and the early misconceptions associated with it. Then I'm going to talk to you about the ingredients in cigarettes, their other uses, and the adverse health effects it causes. Finally, I'm going to talk about the health benefits from sustaining from smoking cigarettes. To begin with, in the year 1881, according to the American Health Literacy Organization, James Bonsack had invented the first automatic cigarette rolling machine. He was capable of rolling 120,000 cigarettes a year, which revolutionized the cigarette industry. By 1886, he was rolling 1 billion cigarettes a year under the names of Duke of Durham and under the production of the the American Tobacco Company. In 1902, Philip Morris was founded and they released Marlboro, their first international cigarette. They had distributed this cigarette to the military during World War I and World War II because it was just like a taste of home. By 1944, Philip Morris, R.J. Reynolds, Lorillard, and American brands had been producing over 3 billion cigarettes a year, and this became known as a social norm as people thought it was cool to smoke. It wasn't until the year 1964 when the Surgeon General had finally written a report about the adverse effects, such as the tar included in the cigarette, which can cause lung cancer, bone disease, and many other kinds of diseases. In 1965, the American government finally took action by requiring cigarettes to be labeled, showing that they cause birth defects and they also cause premature death. The World Health Organization is now utilizing pictures instead of words in order to spread the word, as they believe it can save more lives. Common misconceptions of early cigarettes were that they were healthy for you. Over here you can see an advertisement which states that more doctors smoke Camel than any other cigarette. And over here there's Dr. Batty's asthma cigarettes, which cure many asthmatic paroxysms. These advertisements were shown to be healthy. They would help you. So many people started to smoke them, as they saw the doctor as an icon of health, and they believed that the asthma was not a cause from smoking the cigarettes. These were slick advertising tactics by tobacco companies in order to get people to buy more. Moving on, cigarettes contain over 6,000 ingredients, with at least 45 of them being carcinogens. As you can see, there are many ingredients such as cadmium, hexanine, butane, arsenic, nicotine, acetic acid. These aren't only used in cigarettes, but they're also used in nail polish remover, rocket fuel, poison, vinegar, batteries, barbecue starters, industrial solvents, and insecticides. Some of these are carcinogens. According to the American Cancer Association and the Oxford Dictionary, a carcinogen is a chemical substance capable of causing cancer in the living tissue. Not all of these are carcinogens, but the majority of them fall under the category of co-carcinogens, which according to the American Cancer Association are chemicals which promote the effects of carcinogens. Now, not only do these carcinogens cause cancer, but they also cause many other diseases. According to Beat Tobacco Free, these cigarettes can cause Crohn's disease, diabetes, plaque in the arteries, cardiac arrest, stroke, increased blood pressure, nerve damage, osteoporosis, asthma, and tuberculosis. They are also a cause of premature death. Over 480,000 premature deaths had occurred just because of smoking cigarettes. These people will never get to experience the full lives of a human being. Moving on. By sustaining from smoking cigarettes, there are many health effects, both short-term and long-term. The short-term effects begin just as soon as 20 minutes, where the blood pressure drops. And according to Everyday Health, the CDC, and the American Cancer Association, these benefits increase, such as by 24 hours, the chance of a heart attack decreases. By 48 hours, the nerve endings begin to repair and your senses of taste and smell increase. By 2 months, your circulation improves and you have more energy. The long-term effects are by 1 year, your blood pressure is returned to normal. By 5 years, the risk of cancer in the kidney, throat, and mouth are halved. By 10 years, lung cancer is halved. And by 15 years, the risk of heart disease is as normal as a person who has not smoked. Now, in conclusion, the rise of modernized tobacco with the rolling machine has had changed the industry forever. Tobacco was seen as a beneficial drug due to the advertising by tobacco companies, and it was a social norm until the general surgeon had finally issued a report showing the adverse health effects. And by 1965, the government began to label the products, and people began to stop smoking. According to the World Health Organization, deaths will reach 8 billion by 2030. By the end of the century, there will be 1 billion deaths. Now, if stopped, millions of lives can be saved. Thank you.